On the private security contracting, I take it, General Petraeus, that you are perfectly willing to say on the record that we need to get back to this being more of an inherently governmental function as opposed to something that we're contracting out.
I would, and let me, if I could, just talk a little bit about the private security contractors, because, I mean, there's obviously a reason that they're there, and that is because they augment what our troops do, just as they did in Iraq. And what we learned in Iraq, we're trying to apply now in Afghanistan, have been for some time, and that is to make sure that we get them under the authorities, that they understand the rules, if you will, that you all helped us with the Defense Authorization Act. And we used those in Iraq, as you'll recall, and even did at least, I think, 2 cases where we actually brought cases to court based on those authorities under the military commander, because we had the jurisdiction over them. And we are doing that in Afghanistan as well, and also applying the efforts to coordinate their activities, to ensure they are very clear on what their, quote, rules of engagement or self-defense are, and that they are fully integrated into our battlefield awareness, our situational awareness, and command and control systems as well. Now, General McCaskill has also said he would like to get rid of private security contractors. In a perfect world, again, that would be an inherently governmental function. But the fact is that to do that requires, there's a reason they are securing convoys, logistics, and others. I contracted out my own security in Iraq when I was a 3-star general because we didn't have enough military police in this one-off organization, the train and equip mission, to secure all those that were lower in rank than I was. And I had enough clout to be able to contract it out. They couldn't do that for themselves, so we gave them the MP unit that was designed for me. That's the situation that leads to this. And, again, it's a reality out there. And, of course, it's a reality on the Department of State front as well.
I think it's something that we need to continue to underline.
Correct.
You know, if we're going to give our incredibly strong leaders missions to accomplish on behalf of the United States of America, we have to continually bang the drum that we've got to have the resources there that are necessary to perform inherently governmental functions. I've got to tell you, General Petraeus, it doesn't surprise me that you gave up your MP unit to contract out your security, but I think a whole lot of Americans wouldn't be comfortable with that. I mean, you're an incredible resource for our nation.
Well, it's when I was a 3-star, not a 4-star.
Well, 3 stars. 3 stars.
A mere 3-star.
Well, the reason you became a 4-star is because you were, above average 3-star, and I think that it would be important for us to acknowledge that having, and I do want to get on the record an acknowledgement that we are pulling people out of the workforce in Afghanistan that we need in our Army and in our local police departments at higher pay, and sometimes they're not good guys.
Right.
I think if we've learned anything over the last 5 years, we've learned that if we are going to be fighting a counterinsurgency far away, contracting is an essential piece of that mission. And we clearly, if we haven't learned that lesson, then we're in real trouble. I would certainly want there to be an acknowledgement somewhere that we may need to hold on to training local police as part of our fundamental core competency in going against a counterinsurgency. This notion that State Department had it and then we give it back to Defense and then the State Department takes it back and now it's back with Defense and now we got a problem with the contract and we're struggling with whether or not we competed or not because the State Department is trying to. Here we are in the crucial months of a strategy that has been adapted by our commander-in-chief and by the military in Afghanistan, and we frankly are flat-footed as it relates to our ability to contract with those the Afghan National Police trainers.
I could not agree with you more, Senator.